No one likes feeling bad about themselves or getting a slap on the wrist because they did something wrong. At first, it can feel like a punch in the gut. Then, it can make you angry. This is how Tulsa mom Colleen Stice felt when she returned to her car from a day of shopping with her son, 4, only to find a hateful note written on the windshield. In the note, an unknown person told Stice that she shouldn't park in the handicap spot. "We saw you pull into the handicap spot and get out with a child in your arms," it said in a threatening and confrontational way. "Shame on you," was the angry stranger's last word. Colleen, however, did not experience shock and shame because of her wrongdoing. She was entirely within her rights to park in the designated disabled parking space because she clearly displayed the appropriate license plate. Stice's young son, Rowan, is disabled and must use a wheelchair. But on that day, after shopping for hours and leaving Rowan's wheelchair out to be cleaned, Stice decided to carry Rowan into the Tulsa Hills Target store. A stranger had seen her do that, and he or she had made a mistake about her. After she got over her initial shock and anger, Stice thought that the situation could be used to teach others about humility and remind them not to judge other people. She put a picture of the note on Facebook and wrote, "Think about how bad things can get for parents of children with special needs. There are a lot of options. Just as you don't know the next person who parks in a handicap spot, you don't know me. Keep your thoughts to yourself. They probably don't merit it. Please treat each other with kindness." Stice admitted that the comments were hurtful despite the fact that she had no basis for feeling ashamed or embarrassed. "I cried because I was so angry. I couldn't believe that someone felt the need to judge someone and say it in such a mean way." She said that the note was hurtful. Even more people agreed. Her Facebook post got a lot of likes, shares, and comments. "No one can decide who really needs a handicap sticker," said one person. "Even if you can walk, that doesn't mean you're not sick or that you can walk far. If you didn't need it, you wouldn't have a handicap parking tag." Stice does agree. Her son can barely take more than a few steps at a time. So, when they didn't have Rowan's wheelchair, she had to carry him. The strange person chose to judge quickly. Stice says it's so common for strangers to judge that she usually doesn't park in handicap spots unless she has to. She told people, "You don't know who you're passing judgment on. Don't do it." Stice was contacted on Facebook by other mothers of children with special needs who shared her experience. Avoided using handicap parking spots because they were afraid of being judged. But her story made them realize that they didn't have to care what other people thought and that it was okay for them to park in handicap spots. When Colleen Stice called out the stranger's uninformed cruelty and threats, she not only stopped them from making her feel bad, but she also gave other people the courage to do the same.